Hey, good morning guys. This will be a lesson on something that's been requested a lot. I'm talking about Mateus Asato's arrangement of Amazing Grace. I did a cover of it a while back and it sounded like this. Okay, so the song starts with a slide from the 7th to the 9th fret G string. Then you pick the 8th fret on the B. And as you keep your index finger on the 8th fret B, you put your ring finger on 10th fret A string and your middle finger on 9th fret D string. Then you pluck the A, D and B string one at a time. Then you bar the 8th fret B and E and put your ring finger on 10th fret. And then you slide the shape 2 frets up. Then you slide back to starting position and then pull your ring finger off. And then you strum a G7 chord, which is 10th fret A string, 12th fret D string, 10th fret G string and 12th fret B. Then you hammer on from the 8th fret to the 10th fret on the B string and do a quick slide to 11th back to 10th and then pull off to 8th. And then you bar a C major chord. Then you play the 3rd fret G string and hammer onto 5th and then slide up to 8th fret. Then you slide back down to 5th, do a quick slide to 6th, back to 5th and pull off to 3rd. After that you go to the 12th fret D string and hammer onto 14th fret. Then pick the 12th fret G string twice and add vibrato and then play the open E string. Then you bend on the G string from 14th up to 16th fret. Release the bend to 14th, pull off to 12th and slide from 14th to 16th. Then you slide back to 14th and then you go to this D major triad, which is 11th fret G string, 10th fret B and 10th fret E. And as you strum the top 3 strings, you do a hammer on to the 12th fret E string with your ring finger and then hammer on to the 13th fret with your pinkie. Then you pull your pinkie off and then pull your ring finger off. And pick the B and G string before sliding down the triad shape 1 fret and pluck the top 2 strings and then slide down another fret. Then you go to another triad shape, which is 7th fret G and B, and then 5th fret E string, which you strum once and then slide chromatically 2 frets down. So far we got this. The next phrase starts with a slide on the B string from the 10th to the 12th fret. Then you pick the 10th fret E string. And as you keep your index finger on the 10th fret E, you put your middle finger on 11th fret B string and play both strings at the same time and bend the B string up to 12th fret. Then you slide from the 10th fret B string to 12th, back to 10th, and then pull off to 8th. Then you play a G7 chord, but as you strum it, you do a hammer on to the 12th fret B string with your pinkie. Then we do the same lick again as we did right before the G7 chord. But this time we work ourselves into a C chord. So we do a slide from 10th fret D and G string up to 12th, and then back to 10th, and then we go to our C chord. Then we pluck the E, D and G string of our C chord before hammering on from the 8th to the 10th fret B. And then slide to 11th, back to 10th and pull off to 8th. Then we slide down to 5th fret B string and pull off to 3rd fret. And then we go to our G chord. Then we put our index finger on 2nd fret G string and our middle finger on 3rd fret B string and hammer on to 4th fret G string with our ring finger. Then we pull our ring finger off and go to 5th fret D string with our pinkie, slide down to 4th fret and then back to 5th fret and then open E. Then we do a slide on the D string from 7th to 9th fret, slide back down to 7th and pull off to 5th. Then you bar 5th fret A and D string and hammer on to 7th fret D. Then we pick the 7th fret D string again, do a quick slide and pull off to 5th fret. Then we slide down to the 3rd fret A string and put our index on 2nd fret D string and then pluck the open G and 3rd fret B. Then we slide our ring finger to the 5th fret on the B and do a quick slide and pull off. Then we do a backward slide on the G string to 2nd fret and then open G, and then we play the 3rd fret E string. And after we've picked the 3rd fret E, we pick the open D string and then 2nd fret E string and then open B. And then we play the open E string and go to a E minor chord on the 7th fret. So we pluck the A, D and G string of the E minor chord. And then when we pick the 8th fret B, we hammer onto 10th fret and slide to 12th twice. Then we do a backward slide back to 10th and pull off to 8th. And then we bar a C chord and hammer on to 10th fret B string. Then we pick the 10th fret B string again, do a quick slide and pull off, and then pluck the C chord again. And then we go to a C minor chord, which is 10th fret D and 8th fret B and G. And as we strum the 3 strings, we hammer on with our pinky to 10th fret B, and then do a quick slide to 11th, back to 10th and pull off to 8th. Then we pick the 8th fret G and 10th fret D before going to a G chord. So when we come to the G chord, we play the 3rd fret E string, 5th fret D string, 4th fret G. Then we hammer onto 5th fret G with our pinky, and then play 3rd fret E and 3rd fret B. Then 5th fret G and back to 3rd fret B. Then we put our index finger on 2nd fret G and 3rd fret B, hammer on to 4th fret G, pull off, play 5th fret D string, and then 2nd fret D string. Then you do a backward slide to 2nd fret A string, pull off to open A, hammer back on to 2nd fret, slide down to 3rd. Then you play the open G string, back to 3rd fret A string, and then slide down to 2nd fret A string and play open G. Play the 1st fret A string and play open G, then play open A and open G, and then go to a G major 7 chord. And the G major 7 chord is 3rd fret E string, muted A, open D, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, and 2nd fret E. So that's the whole song. Thank you for watching. Bye.